Welcome to our second part of our lesson. So before we start our main discussion for today, let us have our review. 25 shorthand principles. Can you still recognize the 25? So let's start with by families. These are belong to the circle families, and these are belong to the downward curve families, and these principles are belong to forward curve families. We have the upward slant straight stroke. We have the forward straight stroke. And the easiest way to identify that representing the dot and the two forms of ITH, the over and the under ITH. And the last three principles are belong to the downward straight slant stroke. And we start reading these 25 strokes. Are you ready? Let us try. So this is A, I, E, B, P, left S, right S, F, V, O, R, L, U, K, G, D, T, M, N, H, over ITH, under ITH, J, CH, and ISH. Okay, let's have our formal discussion. Our discussion for today is based on the lesson 1 in Greg Shorthand for Colleges, Volume 1. So before we identify those strokes in every lesson, I may give you going to write the shorthand strokes out of this example. It is based on our how you are going to pronounce the word correctly. Like for instance, those example for the letter V, we have save, vase, and save. So let us identify what are those letters that we are going to pronounce in every example. Like the word save, we have to identify letter S, letter A, and letter V. Then for the word vase, we have V, A, and S. We have for the saves, we have S, A, V, and S. We have to combine those strokes. So let us try to write the stroke, a shorthand stroke. From the word vase, so we have to start writing the letter S above because the letter V can occupy the whole space. Gagamitin natin dito is right S because the V and the F are belong to right motion. That is why we have the right S. So we have the right S and A and V. Do not write this kind of writing S, then A and V. So this is wrong. Again, so S, then clockwise, A and V. Then for the word vase, we have to start the letter V at the top because letter V can occupy the whole space. We have letter V downward, then clockwise, and connect the right S. Again, we have V, A, and S. For the word saves, we have already the word save, and then we have to add only the right S. So we have right S, A, V, and right S. For the word example of letter F. So letter F can occupy the half space only. So let us identify those example. We have S, A, and the F. We have F, A, and how you are going to read this one? Face. So the C now becomes letter S. Saves, we have S, A, F, and D, S. For the saves, S, A, V, and D, S. So let us now connect. Since the letter F can occupy only the half, so we have to start our first shortened stroke, the right S at the middle, the half. S, clockwise, then F. Then for the face, downward, then clockwise, and right S. For the saves, we have right S, A, F, and D, write S. For the same, so you have to start at the top, we have write S, then clockwise V and write S. For example of the letter A and E. C, we have S and E. Say, S, A. For the EC, we have E, S, and E. Then for the N and M, we have S, E, and N. For same, we have S, A, M. For the word vein, we have V, A, and N. Okay, let us now combine. We have to use the right S, then clockwise. Then say, we have 1/4, then A. Then EC, we have clockwise S and clockwise E. Again, how to write the C? We have 1/4, right S and the E. For the word say, we have right S and A. For the word EC, we have clockwise E, then right S and clockwise E. Okay, let's proceed for the letter N and M. We have to combine. We have right S, then E, N. Again, we have 1/4, right S, then clockwise E and N. For the same, we have right S, A, and M. Kindly see the difference between the sizes of our letters. For the word vein, as I have mentioned, that V can occupy the whole space, so we have to start writing the word vein, V, downward, and clockwise A and N. Again, let us try to repeat. For the word same, we have right S, clockwise A and M. For the word vein, we have V, then clockwise A and N. We have also some example. For the letter N, we have knee, N, and E. Remember, our shorthand stroke based on how you're going to pronounce the word correctly. For the word may, we have M and A. For the word mean, we have M, E, and N. Seam, we have S, E, and M. For the make, we have M, A, and N. For the aim, we have A and M. Okay, let us now combine. So, the letter N can only represented by a short forward straight line. So, we have N and E clockwise. Then, for the may, M is longer than the letter N. We have M, then clockwise A. Then, mean, we have M, then clockwise E, and N. For the seam, we have right S, E, and M. For main, we have M, then clockwise A, and N. So, the main or man. Remember, there are also a lot of words that the same pronunciation but different in meaning. A, we have the clockwise A and M. Now, let's proceed for the example of the letter T. So, letter T is represented by an upward straight slant stroke. It's only occupy on the 1/4 space. So, we have an example. We have eat, eat, the word eat. We have E and T. Knit, we have N, E, and T. We can also use the word as net. For the meat, we have M, E, and T. You can also use as meat. Same pronunciation but different in meaning. Then for the word T, we have T and E. Stay, we have S, T, and A. For the safety, we have S, A, F, T, and E. Then some example of the letter D. So the D is represented by an upwards slant straight stroke, can occupy only on the half space. Then example for the word A. So we have A and D, then M, A, D. For the need, we have N, E, and D. For the day, we have D and A. Day, we have D, A, and T. Another example for letter D, we have the word stay. So we have S, T, A, N, D, D. For the word did, so we have D, E, and D. Also can be the same stroke for the did and did. Then save, we have S, A, V, and D, letter D. So now let us combine those strokes. A, we have clockwise, A, and D. Again, do not write this one as A, and D, D. So we have to start from clockwise, then up. A, we have clockwise, A, and D. May, we have M, then clockwise A and D. For the need, we have N, then clockwise E and D. For the day, we have letter D, a half, and clockwise A. Day, we have D, then clockwise A and T. Stayed, we have right S, then the T, and A, and D, D. For did, so this is a half, then clockwise E and a half. Save, start because the V can occupy the whole space. So we have right S, then clockwise A and V, then D. So the last part of our discussion in lesson 1, we have also punctuation marks. So punctuation marks can also be identified during our reading. We have period. So in shorthand, the period is represented by a small dash. Then question mark is represented by an X. Then a paragraph is represented by less than symbol. Then the dash, same, is represented also like this. The parenthesis is in longhand, open and close, but in shorthand, open and close plus a dash. Then hyphen, small hyphen. A hyphen is represented by underneath the last stroke, either it is the name of a person, places, or dates. Before we start our sentence drill, I'll give you some tips on how to read the shorthand stroke. Number 1, remember you have to spell out the word correctly because our shorthand stroke depends on how you are going to pronounce the word correctly. In writing, try to write or give your time at least 10 minutes every day writing and reading. That is why our notebook is signed with the 2 columns. If you want to practice writing, you have to cover the second column, which is the longhand. If you want to practice reading, you have to cover first column, which is the shorthand column. Kindly follow my hand how I am going to write the shorthand stroke correctly. Okay? So we have only 4 simple sentences. Try to remember the steps on reading. Again, you have to spell out, the shorthand stroke on how you are going to pronounce the word correctly. For the first stroke, so as I have mentioned kanina, that it is represent, the hyphen represents, it is name of a person, places, or date. This is the first stroke. We have M, A, You have M, A. What is the word? Dismay. Then S, T, and A. You have S, T, and A. What is the word? Stay. And for T, E, A. The answer for sentence number 1. Matt may stay for tea. Verb 2. So this is the name of a person. We have F, A. So Faye is M, E, N. What is the word? Mean. And so we have V, A, N. What is the word? Vain. So we have Faye is mean and vain. So this is a punctuation mark. When you write your longhand, don't forget to write the dot, which is the end of the sentence. Another try, the third sentence. We have identify first or spell out A-M-E. Punctuation, that is the name of a person. Me. M-A-D. What is the word? May. M-E, me. E-T, eat. The meal. So again, I repeat. Me, may, me, eat the meal. Next, the last sentence. D-A-V plus punctuation is the name of a person. So Dave. M-A-D, made. M-E, me. Then S, write S, A, F, T, and E. What is the word? So we have S, A, F, T. What is the correct spelling? So safety. So let us try to read. Dave made me safety. That's all for today. I hope you still remember what are those important things to be a stenographer someday. Number 1, you have to practice reading and writing. I hope you enjoy our lesson for today. Bye for now.